and you walk by, I hit you with sexy eyes. You look through me as if I wasn't right. Oh no, you didn't just walk on through. It's time.
I'm back. Welcome to Monday. I'm home. Late Monday. As many of you are now seeing, or have seen, I got the vlog uploaded a little bit earlier today for last week. You saw kind of where I left off, and it's kind of where I'm starting now. You know, showed you the mechanics I've gotten done on it, what have you. I need to come back through, get my patches and stuff sanded. I got one of the shackles made for my manacles. Got another one over here I started Thursday before I called it quits, and I've got a third one I've got to make yet. So that's going to be my start today, is getting a third one of those made. Work this week, I've got to get the shackles made. Like I said, I got two manacles, I got a third one to make. I've still got to get in here and drill a hole all the way through so I can put a bolt through it and attach a chain to it. Now I was thinking of taking the chain and going kind of a whoop-de-doo pattern between the three collars and stuff. I'm not too sure on that. My thinking is, I definitely want to have the shackles on the thing to make it look authentic. But whether I just want them attached to the wrist and the neck, or I've seen some pictures on some of the older stocks where they have some form of eye bolt in here, usually on the bottom half, and the chain runs through it and over to the next piece. You know, that way if the person tries to get loose and is able to, you know, get his head and hands loose, you know, he's still attached to the shackles. He can't run away. So I might end up taking some of the old coat hangers I have down there underneath the workbench, and I might make me some eye hooks through here, for which I'll run the chain through or something, you know, to give a little bit more realistic type view. But anyway, I got those eye hooks if I decide to do them. I got the sanding to do. I got the shackles to finish on it. I need to make a fake hinge, like a wrought iron style hinge to go on this side. Over here, I need to make a hasp, imitation hasp, because obviously this thing is not going to open. It's just going to be set dressing over here to doctor it up. I've got to make quite a few padlocks yet. I'm going to use several of them on this prop and maybe several other props. And then I've got to get the dummy, skeleton for the dummy, which is go here up to the back. Got to get that finished too. That's on my docket for this week. How far I'm going to get on it, I don't know. But you'll find out as soon as I find out. Happy Tuesday! Hey guys, I've been out here in the shop for a little while. I got a little bit earlier start on it. Figured I'd show you what I got done both yesterday and this morning so far before I move on to my next step. And it's the chains and the collars. Got them all done, chains attached, made some eyelets to run the chain through. Down here, basically all these is, if you remember back in July I bought a bunch of coat hangers and stuff. I was going to try to do another project which didn't work out. So I'm using them, you know, for various little things. Here I made some eyelets. You know, they got to get painted in detail. They'll look like metal by the time I'm done. The other thing is a pair of set of stocks needs a hinge. So I went and put a hinge on it. Here, go over the right direction here. Went on the net, looked up wrought iron hinges, and found a couple of patterns I liked and combined them. Now I use more of the clothes hanger here to act as the hinge, and to give it the appearance of being a hinge. Again, once it's painted and detailed, you won't see it. As to the screw heads, I wanted them to look more like nails. I went and took after I got this glued on and screwed in, I went and took some hot glue and put a dab of hot glue on the head. That filled in the screwdriver slot on it, and kind of gave it a rounded appearance so it looked more like a nail head. Also did the same thing over here on the other end. You know, you got the top up here with the screw holes. Another barrel here for hinge, and you notice down here no screw holes, and that's because I made a hasp out of it, you know, for a padlock to go through. And that's pretty much between yesterday and today what I've gotten done. It's been, you know, some fine crafting, detail type work, and a lot of thinking in between each step, you know, to get to the way, looking the way I want it. Now my next step is I'm going to clean up the shop a little bit. I got stuff strewn all over the place. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit neater this week. But my next thing I need to do, and I'm going to be stepping away from the stocks a little bit, is I printed off some pictures of padlocks, older padlocks. I'm kind of liking this one here. I'm going to try to replicate a padlock, and as I said, or if you notice, I said try. I'm going to attempt to make some padlocks. I don't know if it's going to work or not, or what, but that's my next step. And you know, obviously I need one for the hasp there. I'm going to make up a bunch of them because it'd be nice to have them, you know, to use as props for other things. So I'm going to kind of clean up the shop, get the stocks kind of pushed back and out of the way, and then I'm going to sit down and try my handiwork at making some padlocks. Hey guys, end of the day on Tuesday. On about 5:30. I think I'm going to call it quits. I've got some other Halloween related stuff I need to get done out in the house. I wanted to show you the progress I made today on this. I mentioned in the last segment that I was going to be working on making some padlocks. Padlocks never happened. I got the blank this here. I was going to do 2 layers of this, one on each side with some 1-inch foam in the middle. Obviously that's not 1-inch foam. Thought I had some 1-inch foam. Apparently I did not. So I made a sandwich out of that, and it needed to dry, and I can work on cutting a few locks out of it tomorrow to do what I want to do. I know it don't look much like a padlock now, but I wanted to show you what I did get done. You notice all the piping has their things on it. I've got the foam head in the center, and I've got some hands working up and down, and I probably need to curl the fingers a little bit. And then on the head, I still have some work to do, and I'll do the work on that once I get the mask made. But I need to trim down the neck a little bit, you know, so the head's sitting a little bit further back in. But I'm going to wait till I get my mask bought for it, and I'll do my trimming according to how the mask sits. But main thing I've been working on today, other than the hasps and the lock, which I showed you earlier, is this. And I know it's kind of a tight thing, but it's a PVC pipe frame. In fact, you can see the PVC pipe there that I put together and ran up. The bag thing that's on there, I bought a bunch of these a couple of years ago from Walmart. Walmart still sells them. You can get them off their website. They're cloth mannequin bags. They're basically a cloth bag with you know, the oh Jesus, what's it called? Batting, you know, stuffed inside. You know, and they come with a head on them and everything else. I believe it was like 40 bucks for one of them, or you could buy 2 of them for 70 bucks or something like that. It was cheaper to buy 2 of them, at least at that time. But I put the frame on and then put the bag on over the top. The reason why I decided to use the bag was because the bags come with those hands on them. You know, which is really nice, a right and a left hand. So I figured I'd use that. I left the head attached to it in case I ever decided to move this to somewhere else. Didn't want to cut the head off. But I just put that over it, so that section is pretty much done. It needs a costume now, and I need a mask for the head. I still need to trim the head down. And of course, still got padlocks to do. Now, since I'm at this state, the build on this is pretty much finished. I'm ready to go into paint now. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to get out here. I'm going to get this painted. You know, start getting all the different colors and stuff onto it. And while it's drying, I can work on padlocks. Figure that make a good trade-off. You know, and we'll get padlocks and stuff done. That was a wonky camera angle. Here, you're leaning to the right. We'll turn you to the left. Here, come on, shake, shake. Almost. There you go. Now you're straight again. Sorry about that. But there you go. There's my basic concept pretty much completed, other than the padlock for the hasp over there. But the build on this is for the most part done. Now it's just painting and, you know, fine detail work. Welcome to Wednesday, people. And back to the stocks build. We're right at where we left you last night. Today I need to start breaking things down. I need to get the head, the hands off. I need to get the cuffs and manacles off. I need to remove the dummy, because today is going to be a paint day. We're going to actually start getting some color onto this thing and getting some of the detail work done. I got a table of supplies there, a little bit of a mess here. Got to get that cleaned up and what have you, and then we'll be getting on to paints. Hey y'all, it's going on about 4:30 or so here. I'm gonna call it quits a little early today. I have a couple other things I need to attend to before Tech Talk tonight. I wanted to show you where we got base coat done on the stock, so right now it's all the same color. Next step on that will be doing you know, the trim work and decorating work. Got the hinges to do, I got the hoops to do, you know, trim and what have you. That was the first thing I did today, was get that all going. As you can see, I got all my mechanics and stuff wrapped up, so I didn't get paint on them. The other thing I started doing was locks, padlocks, and that's my basic shape. Basically got the start of the keyhole going. I gotta get that cut out yet. I gotta cut the holes in the top to accept the wire hoop that goes on it, and then some other detail work. As far as the lock, I did, yeah, get on over here. That's the padlock I'm kind of going for there, at least similar to that. So I'm gonna make up 9 of them, and I got the basic start on them done. I think tomorrow when I get out here, before I jump into starting detail painting on the stocks, I'm going to sit down and get those locks done and get them base coated. Also, I got my manacles over here on the table, and I just took them off and set them over here. I need to get these base coated as well. That's something I could do tomorrow. So, by the look of it on the stocks, all in all, there isn't all that much to do. Just a lot of all the detail work, all the little details need to be done, and that's going to take a couple of days. Now, tomorrow is going to be the last day I can do any building because of work. I go out of town on Friday. So I'm thinking I should have this done and wrapped up first part of next week, depending on how far I get tomorrow. But so you'll have this vlog, and then a little bit next week with the finishing details on it, and then we'll get started on our next prop. Greetings all, welcome to Thursday evening, about 7:30. Getting ready to call it quits. We head out of town tomorrow for work, so my week prop building out here is officially done. I wanted to kind of give you a recap of what we've gotten done. First off, on the stocks themselves, we got it base coated, and I went in through here with some black, you know, and got the hinge and the crack where this thing's supposed to break in two. I got them painted today. I also got the hoops that the chains and the manacles go through painted. We also got the manacles themselves painted with the first coat of black. I spent most of the day though working on these headlocks. You can see some of the rivets there, and I got my first base coat on it too. So both the manacles there and these and the stocks have their base coat on them. So most of the day putting these dang things together. It's surprising how much it took. Now I got 8 padlocks there. I'm not going to be using all of them just on the stockade. I'm only using one of them on the stockade. I think I'd make up some extras in case I wanted to use them other places. I got some detail work, a lot of detail work with them I need to do yet. Lots of detail work with the shackles. Yeah, I'm going to get those rusted up. I'll probably go over my studs and, you know, do those in a brass or a silver, and then do some rusting and stuff on them as well. I gotta do my trim on the stocks yet. Not sure what color I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the trim and the edge pieces here, and then I gotta do my highlight work on the hinges themselves. Past that, I don't know if I'm going to do any tea staining or anything like that on the stocks themselves. Depends on how the trim and stuff looks and what have you. Now I'm thinking Monday when I get back into town, I usually come out here and putz around for a little while. Should be able to get most of the trim work done Monday. And then it'll be just little things off and on all week, like, you know, applying a coat of that rust powder and, you know, spritzing it with vinegar and then moving on to something else. But right now, detail work's all I got left. There's not a whole lot of it. So, you know, we'll have the project 99.9% finished first part of next week. The 0.1% that I still need to do has to do with the figure over there. I need a costume and I need a mask yet. And that I'll do near Halloween. For the build, and that takes all of about 2 seconds to put on. But other than that, you know, we'll have everything else done on this next week. So this project will be finished, and we'll be moving on to the next project. Now, as to the next project, we'll be starting sometime next week. I don't know if it'll be Monday. I doubt it, or Tuesday. Probably Wednesday and Thursday. Is I got a mausoleum. In fact, I have 2 mausoleum planned for the hunt this year, and I'm definitely going to get one of the mausoleums done, which is what I'm going to be starting on later next week. As far as what's going to go inside that mausoleum, my crypt and pedestal. That's what's going inside that mausoleum. And I'll be picking up a few of the basic supplies, some foam board, maybe some 2x2s for framing and stuff. More than likely on Monday, and we'll start doing the build Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on how long it takes to detail this thing and what have you. So that's the upcoming project. So next week, you're going to see the end of the stockade build, you know, with it all detailed and everything. And you'll also see the start of the mausoleum build. First mausoleum build. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say. Other than, stay spooky out there and stay safe, everybody.